Hey everybody, today we're going to change the 12 volt battery on my Model 3 Tesla. We're going to start by putting all the windows down, opening the doors, and powering off the car. Why do we do this? Because the 12 volt battery controls the windows, which drops them down a little bit. And if you don't put them down, then you could break them if you get the door open. So we'll start with putting all the windows down. So after your windows are fully down, you want to go into the car here and you want to pop the frunk. Then you want to walk around the car and open all the doors. We're going to leave the doors open because if you end up closing the doors, most of the systems in the car are run by the 12 volt battery. And if you close the door, it'll latch and you won't be able to get it back open again. So you don't have to open all of them. You can open just the front left and the right rear. I'm opening all of them. I'm going to walk over and prop open the trunk, or the frunk here. Now I'm going to go back into the car. We're going to power some stuff off here. We're going to turn off the climate control. We're going to go into the car settings, go to safety, scroll all the way down to power off. You'll power off the car. You'll say yes. Now this tells you, are you sure you want to power it off? Obviously, because we're changing the battery out. And then place your foot on the brake to turn power back on. What's going to happen when we reconnect the battery is all this stuff's going to do it all by itself. It's going to reboot the car and everything, so we don't have to worry about that. But if you end up doing this at your house and you're like, oh, I don't want to change the battery now, I'll do it later, you just touch the brake, it'll power the car back on. So click power off. Now we're going to wait between 30 seconds and a minute for the whole 12 volt system to discharge. Remember, leave the doors open. Our battery is under here. So go underneath here to get to the battery. This just pops right up. Kind of noisy. Don't worry, you're not breaking anything. Set this aside. We have to take off our air box here. Well, last guy did. I guess we don't need to. But if you have to take the air box off, it just pops right up. These little clips here, just pull. It just pops right out of the way. Gives a little more room. There's our battery. Next, we're going to take off the 10 millimeter negative side of the battery here. We're going to leave the cover over the right side so we don't cause any issues with arcing. Now, normally you'll get an indication in the car, a message saying your battery's bad. What we're having is just various odd things happening as far as the car is concerned. Batteries, phone's disconnecting. So we're going to pick that up, set it aside. Next, we're going to go back and we're going to disconnect the high voltage. To do that, we got to take the back seat loose. And to get to the back seat loose, there's two little latches. Fill up underneath here. See that little thing there? You're going to push that to the inboard side of the car, the left. And that releases the seat. We do the same on the other side over there. Now you can do one of two things. You can pull the seat all the way up and it'll slide forward and come out. We're just going to pull it up. And we're going to get this cover plate right here, this little piece of foam. Take the foam out of the way. That is our high voltage disconnect. We're going to take it off right here with this little connector. You have to push this connector and drops down, and what it does is it starts to disconnect, it pushes it up. See it pop up a little bit? Disconnected. That's your high voltage. Set that aside for now. Back up to the battery compartment. Now you want to wait after you disconnect the high voltage system approximately a minute, anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes, to make sure that the whole system discharges. The next thing we're going to do while we're waiting is we're going to take off the battery hold down, which is a 10 millimeter, just like the negative is over here. You also want to take off this vent. This is your battery vent. If I had a whole thumb, I might have been able to grab it. Just pops right out, sits aside. Then we'll take off our 10 millimeter front here. Now I've never done this before, so you do have to take that bolt all the way out, it looks like. In some models, you have a block in the middle here with a bolt in it that kind of releases, and you just push this guy back to get out of it. With the clasp in the front, this is a little bit different. It has the clasp in the back. So the bolt's loose. Take the bolt out and set it aside in the front here. And you look back here, we're just going to drop that down. And pop that out like so. Put that out of the way as well. It's been a few minutes since we did that disconnect, so stand by. We have to pinch these two together to pull this off. Now we're going to take off the positive side of the battery. We're going to loosen up this clamp here, which will separate this piece here. Again, it is a 10 millimeter. You do not have to take the nuts all the way off. Just loosen them up so you're able to pivot it, and then you'll slide it out of the way. Stick it over here. You can take a rag. I have seen some people do this. You'll take a rag, cover up the positive thing over here, and get it out of the way. Now we're going to lift this out. We're going to take this out of the way because obviously you don't want to stay in there. That looks pretty interesting to have to get back in. Lean it up like so. Make sure our negative's leaned off the side here. Get our new battery and drop it in. Now I went to Tesla and bought this battery. It was 130 bucks, tax included. I got it from them because I just did. I don't know if, I didn't even check to see if AutoZone or anybody else carried them. So what's happened is that the back part of the battery hold down has dropped forward and got into my way. So it has to stay out of the way. It did it again. Here we go, rinse and repeat, right? All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna attach the battery hold down. Goes up underneath, drops forward, and our bolt slips through the front hole, down into the nut. So we're going to tighten up the battery hold down mount here, battery head. And the torque on that is 58 or 59 inch-pounds, 4.4 Newton meters, 4.4 pounds, 6 Newton meters. which is 58 inch-pounds. Alright, and this torque's going to be the same on the positive and negative. The next thing we do is we hook up the high power voltage. The reason we do that is as soon as we connect the 12-volt battery, the system starts doing a reboot and starts to look for the main battery of the car. If it doesn't recognize the main battery of the car, it gives a whole bunch of issues with status notes and get some faults. So go back to the back of the car. And we're going to reconnect the high voltage connector. You're going to watch this pop up. See how it starts to move up? Push down while we're clamping it and it clips in place. That's done. Take your little foam cover, put it over the top of it. Now we can hook up the positive side of the battery. Plug in our vent. Just pushes in, hangs down. Our cap's off. I'm going to put these on the old battery. You want to make sure you do have on this side for the vent, you do have a cap on this side. If you do not have a cap on this side because you didn't buy it at Tesla, then take the cap off the old battery and put it in here. Connect the positive side. Make sure you push it down so you have a little bit of lead sticking up top here. And then we'll do a preliminary tightening here. Again, it's 6 Newton meters or 4.4 inch-pounds, 4 foot-pounds, which is 58.8 or 59 in this case. Pound inches. All right, positive side's connected. We'll put our cover plate back on. Maybe. I always have trouble with these stupid things. There we go. Now we're going to connect our negative side. And you hear this car start doing its reboot. And we'll take and we'll get 59 inch-pounds on this one here. Here we go. We'll put our cover plate back in here. First we'll stick in our, this is going to be for the intake. Just pops in place here. Support underneath so it doesn't break it. You got to move you for that. Put our cover plate back on here. And it has the same type of snap. See those snap things right there? They just go in those holes. It's really not that hard to put on. It's scary because if you've never done it, it makes a lot of noise. Go back in the car here. And it's all booted up. Now, some people will get a message on here saying the 12-volt battery is bad. Like I told you, the reason we're changing it is because the key fob keeps disconnecting from our phone. It just does really weird stuff. So that is how you change the battery in a 2021 Model 3 Tesla, the 12-volt battery. So let's look at all the tooling we got over this here. A quick side note here, if you do end up taking the seat all the way off, there are a couple connectors in the back on the driver's side that you'll have to disconnect in order to get the seat completely out of the way. That's why I just propped it up with a thing of rags. And this connector here is where you want to check for transient voltage if you don't let it rest long enough to change the battery out. And when you put the seat back in, you can set it down. You can slide these out like so. See how they work? It's just a little plastic clip that holds the seat in there, so it's really not that difficult to put on. You want to make sure it's tucked out the back there, and we just push it forward and push it down a little bit. That's it. Seat's back in. Really, really simple. So I got my information to change the battery off of Tesla Services website itself. This is the actual manual to change the low voltage battery. LV stands for low voltage. You do have your standard lead acid. There's also a lithium ion one that has just a 110 millimeter bolt with a slip connection on it. I believe that they can show you videos on here. Here's my torque values. Lead acid, 4.4 pound-feet, so I did it to 60 inch-pounds. 6 Newton meters if you have Newton meters, which this does have, or inch-pounds. Or you could use 4.4 foot-pounds, depending whatever one you have. And the ion, the lithium-ion battery, 12-volt batteries, and also the same 4.4. And it tells you what socket to use, 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter. Has beautiful pictures, shows you highlighted stuff, tells you how everything works. It's a fantastic website, a great resource for anything you need. I'll put it in a link below along with all the tooling. Again, this is service.tesla.com. You select your car, boom. So we used a torque wrench, a 10 millimeter socket, and a ratchet to change the battery in the Tesla. Any questions or comments below? Let me have it. Again, check out this Service Tesla website. It's fantastic. Color, everything beautiful. I appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot. Y'all take care.